All right, welcome back. Today we're going to do sous vide chicken breast. This is my first attempt, and we're going to keep it kind of simple today. We're going to start with some black pepper seasoning, some paprika, and some salt. And we're going to do both sides. Next, we'll bag it up, and I am using just simple Ziploc bags. Of course, you want to use something that is BPA free, but we're going to stuff these in here. Now, if you are a fancy sous vide person, you've got a saver. This might be too much, we'll see. But I don't. I use the immersion method. Now, I've already filled the pot up with water initially. I've already set it for 145 degrees. Let's talk about temperature here real quick. There's a lot of variation. I'm going to link to an article by Serious Eats. They've got an excellent breakdown of the time and temperature for chicken. At about 160, you get a more traditional stringy feel. At about 140, you get something that's medium rare chicken, and many people complain about the texture of it. I've set this for 145. I'm going to do it for 2 hours. But of course, you've got to squeeze the air out. So I'm going to use the immersion method. Stick this down in here, let the water push the air out. And then close off the Ziploc. And now we're going to let that sit for 2 hours and see how it turns out. All right, so it's been about 2 hours. Let's take it out, see how it looks. All right. So one problem with sous vide is that it doesn't really brown anything, so you end up with this kind of color. But look at that. Oh, spectacular. So I'm going to get the rest of these out of here, and then I'm going to put them in and brown them up in a skillet. Now, one super important thing about sous vide is they hold a ton of moisture in the bag. One of the lessons I learned from my steak video is you've got to pat them dry before you try to do the browning. So grab a paper towel, just mop it up. Get these a little dry before you throw them in. So I'll just give them a minute or two on each side just to brown them up a little bit. Now to finish this off, I will probably do, now a little leftover pasta, some green beans. But come on. Look how gorgeous that is. All right. Thanks for being here, y'all. Now, there's a few lessons learned here. While the meat was perfectly cooked and we enjoyed the texture of it, the seasoning was not nearly enough. If I had to do it over again, I'd probably add some smoked paprika, or maybe throw some thyme in the bag while it cooked, or maybe even marinate it for several hours in the fridge before I cooked it. Thanks for being here, y'all.